My live. Hey everybody, Susie Q here. How is everybody? Diego's in the house. Bob's in the house. Party time. Let's get this party started. Let me know how my audio is because I know I've been having trouble with it. As long as the video too. Woo!
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah nah, hey everybody, it's Susie with me. Said I'm Susie Q.
Almost didn't come back. What? How is everybody? Let's get this party started. Chew whip. I missed your impromptu live. I wish I knew. Jeremy, long family show. Hello, hello. Daryl Deemer. What? Deemer. Oh my God, my old friend. How are you? Paul McCarthy, how are you? I must take a sip of my coffee. Holy cow, that's a lot of hellos. Woohoo! Nobody's saying that my sound is off, so I'm gonna think it's okay. Oh, guys, I'm back in gloves again. So I pretty much given up on the resin. Not given up on it. I mean, I have a full inventory, enough to do shows for the whole rest of the year, which is awesome. Turner USMC. Hello, hello. That's the United States Marine Corps. What? What? It's perfect. Petswatics. Okay. So I'm back in gloves again, which when the gloves are on, I can't actually get into my fish tanks because I put medicine on first. So, but instead of pouring resin, I took a small break to see if it's the actual resin that I'm doing. Dennis, hello, hello. And started making my own soap. So I figure if I get soap all over me, like, who cares? Right? And let me tell you, cleanup is so fun. It's all sudsy and clean, and I love it. And I see my two of my fish, my angelfish, are like sparring. That's a good sign, except for they're in separate corners now. Maybe it's a lover spat. I hope. Anyway, so I did make some fish soap that I wanted to show you from my thumbnail. Look at how cute. That's soap, and I tried my hand at shrink wrap. This one didn't come out as good, but it's still one of my molds, and I just love making the fish. And I made this one with the yellow eye, two-toned. Now, I am an absolute beginner, so this was pretty cool. And you have to shrink wrap it right away because it attracts sweat or condensation. But I also made two dogs. This is one. This is the German Shepherd. That's a bar of soap. What? What? I would never want to use it. He's so pretty. And then I have the other one that went out to my friend. And here's my snail. So I still keeping it fish related for the most part. I do have a couple of, flowers and regular square bars, and I started making soap dishes. So this is like pebbles from the bottom of the ocean, and it's a soap dish. So when I go to my craft fair, I'm going to sell it all as like a package deal. But I'm hoping that'll give me time to fix my hands. Guys, you got to see these angelfish. Hold on. I'll go slow. No, I won't. Who am I kidding? Is that mating or are they fighting? I don't see anybody else in either one of their corners. I don't see anybody paired up. I just see a lot of sparring. Oh. It's like somebody blew the whistle and said, back to your corners. Back to your corners. So, I don't know. I don't think they're... I've had them so many years, I don't think they're ever going to mate. No, no, no. I have been working my butt off today. Saying hey to Mr. Turner. Saying hey to Deemer. Oh, I want the GSD German Shepherd dog. Isn't that adorable? And the other soap dish that I make it like a dog bed. So this Saturday I'm going to the show and I'll have a whole section of soap. So I have my resin and my eco-friendly resin. It's not epoxy, it's like a cement like. And then I'll have my soap. So I'm expanding a little bit. Having fun. It's not on purpose though, it's to see if I can get these cleared up. So when I first take my gloves off, my hands are great. They feel amazing. They start drying up and cracking right down to the blood. Like they just crack like within a half hour. And I don't know what to do about it. Somebody said it might be the isopropyl alcohol, but I always wear my gloves, so I don't know. Anyway, I just want to do that because it was on my thumbnail and I didn't want you guys to think it was clickbait. And I actually made that creature. Can you believe it? And so much fun. And the cleanup, like I said, yeah, so fun. And because I don't like a lot of scents, I have, most of them are unscented. I like a lot of lather. So there's certain oils I can put in to make them extra lathery. And I'm not working with lye. It's after the lye mixes in with all the ingredients, it's called saponify, whatever. But after that, they cure it up in blocks, and then you can buy those blocks, so I don't ever have to touch lye. So I'm thinking this is a great way to see if I can get my... Did I show you my axolotl? Axolotl. No, that's a leopard gecko. I couldn't get the axolotl, the gills. But speaking of axolotls, this is what I've been doing all day. My fish room is a mess. Do you want to see my 50-gallon low boy that was given to me today? I can't set it up because at the very last minute she said, oh, the stand is too heavy, we're not going to bring it. So I got a 50-gallon low boy and I didn't make a stand, and I'm certainly not going to put the axolotls in there and have to take them all out again, so I figure I'm going to have to build a stand tomorrow, but let's see. You know, look, this is where it is. It's a 50-gallon low boy, and I think that's where it's going to go, and I'll bring it up probably to the height of my 30 long. So it'll be right next to Triton and my 180 and my eel, which is where I'm sitting. So yes, I am. It's backbreaking, let me tell you. Even just moving stuff around, and I have so much stuff now because with every tank she had like 2 huge filters on each tank, and she had a lot of the ink birds. It's like a thermostat for the aquarium, so I have some of those. This is great. So when this reaches 79, it kicks off, and when it reaches 76, it kicks back on again. It's like a lovely, I have it for my reptiles. I don't know why I never thought about it for my fish tanks. Isn't that crazy? Hey, what's that little worm behind you? The Bashir? That is, if it's this one, is the eel. But if it's short and fat, like 10 inches, it is my dojo loaches are in here. No, the eel's still sleeping, so you must be talking about down there. Yes, it is an ornate Bashir. Do you see that? Right now, it's right underneath my peach. It's got peaches and cream. Oh, yes, there are 2 ornate Bashirs in there and a Senegal. So I am thinking, because you know I'm always looking. I'm looking for a place that has like a half an acre or so. I found 3 places in Tennessee, 1 place in Oklahoma, and I'm like, I don't think I like Oklahoma. I don't even know why. I found a place in Texas, 2 up by Wilkes-Barre. I've got them all over that meet all my requirements. So it's a certain price with a barn and a garage and the house. Well, obviously the house. And at least a half an acre. So it's just a little bit of space. And I don't know if I'm just dreaming, but I'm thinking, why not be ready? Why not be ready? And if I go, these are going to be my small tanks. The 180, the 125. I've got a 120 out there. I got a 120 upstairs, like, and maybe a couple 75 gallons. That's it. I'm not going to bring any of the other tanks. I'm going to keep them to my big tanks. And even if I have a big tank with all my small fish in it, which has always been a dream of mine. So yes, you moved and now I don't know where it was. Oh, because I went over here. I went down here. So it was right there. And then I came back. I'll go slowly. That is the tank it's in. So you might not see it now, but it is that tank right there. It's my 180. And it has my ornate bashir in it, and it's huge, massive. Right now the Senegal is swimming across. Peaches and cream. That dang Starry Night is still picking on my Jack Dempsey girl. I think, oh, the dojo loach behind me, they're very active. There's 2 dojo loaches here and 2 rope fish that are very active. The night fish, not so active until I turn out the lights and pretend to leave, and then I wait. And the eel is back there. He loves swimming up through this. He's just so funny. I like him. I like him a lot. I do. And I did not forget about you, Whip. I want to get a DTF transfer, which is something that you order in to make a t-shirt and make some stickers and maybe a couple of bling, like a keychain kind of thing, you know. A little some. So yeah. And then I don't know who. I don't see him in the house yet, so I'll wait. I did a logo. I don't know if he liked it, because when people don't like something, they don't always say it. And if I'm creating digital art, and I said, "Here, what's this?" Because you just gave me some ideas, and I just put them down, and then I need to hear, no, not that at all. I was thinking more like, doesn't hurt my feelings in the least. It doesn't, Whip. Not at all. But that's what I need. But they were just like, yeah, okay. I don't think they liked it. I liked it, but I'm not going to show it off until they say they like it or want me to make changes on it. Forgotten. Ah, never. Amen, Susie. When I move to Tennessee, I don't know if I'll bring any of my tanks. I might just buy new. Ooh. I think I'm going to bring two of my larger tanks, because I don't know if I could get rid of my larger fish. And Triton, if you were here last week, you saw that he had a black mark from the top to the bottom. He's all better. He's all better. He just didn't like all the moving around. You're not alone. You're not all by myself. It used to be one of my favorite songs when I was on the Pity Pot. Oh yeah. So those axolotls, I got a call today. She said, "Are you ready for the axolotls? They're dying." So the 18 and the 4 that I had picked out to join my gene pool, not my gene pool, but you know what I mean, my axolotls gene pool, some of those died. The Dirty Lucy. So it's like, so now I have to really go through and see. It's going to be 1 wild, 1 leucistic. I have a copper, and I'll put them, but right now, did I show you where they were? I think I did. I think I took a picture of them, a video. Let's see if this works. But that's just temporary. They're in that 75-gallon Rubbermaid because This 50-gallon low boy, which they grew up in, needs a stand. Do I cheap out and get 4 cinder blocks and some 2x4s and just make that kind of stand? I'm okay with that, if that's what it has to be. But, oh, Larry D in the house. There's Larry D. Hello, hello, Larry D. I love your new logo. Woo, I missed somebody. I missed somebody right above it. Keeper Kane. Hey, stranger. Hope you've been well. Glad to hear you're coming to Tennessee. That's where we are. Awesome. I'm hoping. I am hoping, let me tell you. But there's all the, like I'm also looking out by Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. And then right underneath there is like Maryland. I'm not going to Maryland or New Jersey. I don't like their gun laws. I don't like a lot of their state laws. Just not doing it. And I'd have to give up a lot of my turtles, depending on where I go. But then I get to Virginia. Nice. Almost heaven, West Virginia. I saw one house in West Virginia, but it was like on that part of West Virginia that's right underneath Gettysburg. Like you can go down and it's like West Virginia, Maryland, Virginia, like all within like 50 miles. And I've been looking on Delmarva. Now, I was a grown-up. Okay, it was probably 2 years ago that I learned what Delmarva was. It's a little peninsula that sticks out underneath the Philadelphia airport. And the top part of it is Delaware for the Del. Then there's a little piece of it that's Maryland, Mar, and then the little tip of it is Virginia. So it's Delmarva. All 3 states are on this little peninsula. So I thought, let me see, and there was a house on there that looked really nice. Yeah! Cinder blocks aren't cheating out. You can make them look nice. My main goal is to keep it, I want to say waist high, a little bit lower than waist high. I want to be able to clean this tank. I want to be able to reach the other side of it, and I don't want it to cover up my 30-gallon long. So it's got to be, I'm thinking a cinder block might put the top of the low boy right at the bottom of the 30-gallon long. That's what I'm thinking. Now, who was it that Steenfeld was keeping his stuff at before he got married? Having a baby, how great is that? Danny? She had 4x4s, I think, going through the hole opening parts. And that looked really nice. But I don't have that much space. I literally have 4 feet. So I have to keep it to 4 feet 2 inches. Otherwise, I'll never get around there. I'm very, very limited on space. There's the 2 Bashirs. Ooh. Whip, 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 whip. There should be 2 of my ornate Bashirs right there. Oh great, one's behind Peaches and the other one's on the sand. Can you see it? Oh, I don't know if it's too far away. Let's see. Look at that. I'll try to hold steady. I can't hold steady. He's turning around now. Look how beautiful they are. They're both over 12 inches long. And everybody is getting along swimmingly, I say. Swimmingly. I just cracked me up. I might be the only one I crack up, but I do crack me up. Sometimes. 'Cause sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Let me go out a little bit. I'm a little too close. Okay. Simmer down now. Simmer down. Simmer down. Summer. Donna. Summer. Donna. Summer. Who can tell me what that's from? I'm waiting. Yes. So the girl was here that gave me all these fish and all these equipment and everything. And I could tell she was kind of sad because her life is changing and she has to do it. So it made me think. Thank you, Susie Q. Hopefully the change will satisfy the YouTube gods, right? I don't know about the other states, but we have great aquatic community here. Yes, Tennessee, which is, I am an honorary member of the Tennessee Fish Mafia, and I would like to be the real deal. Like, how great would that? But where I was looking, you know how Tennessee It's kind of similar to Pennsylvania. It's a very long, squatty like state. That 10 sits over a mag. Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. That's from grade school. 10 over mag. But anyway, that long part, and then they got the little chimney thing. But over here in the corner where it skits over a little bit, I was looking up in there, so I have no idea if it's a bad area, good area. But there was an 1.5 acres, right? 1.5 acres, a house, a barn that wasn't falling down, and a 3-car garage, because John Bag of Donuts, that's his dream, you know, and a garage that you could pull his truck is a big truck, like that you can pull your truck into, you know, a big opening. But, and that was for the same price as what equity I have in my house. So if I sold my house, I would have enough to buy it. But then it's so far away from everybody because it's in the upper right tip. And I did a little looking around because I don't care about school districts. And even when Zoe and Sarah come, I'm homeschooling, so I don't care about school districts. And I don't care about neighbors because I'm okay not having neighbors. What I do is I look at the lot lines real quick just to make sure it's not like deceiving. Like here, there's house, 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 house. I go out in my backyard and there's 12 neighbors that could see me if I didn't have my 6-foot fence up. But you know what I mean. So I don't want that. I don't mind having neighbors, but I don't want them like hearing my conversation when I'm in the backyard. That kind of thing. So yeah. Yeah, Tennessee is definitely one I've been looking at. Alice Shan says, what is the footprint of the 50-gallon lowboy? 2 foot by 4 foot, and it's only about, I'm going to say 12 inches high. Do you want to see it? Want to see it, Tom? I'm going to go back down. There it is. So from here to here is 4 feet, and then it's 2 feet wide. So I guess that would be not even a 75. Like, what kind of... That's a 120 stand, but I can't have it on a stand. It's got to be shorter. So I was thinking a real sturdy coffee table would be perfect. If it was, you know, like Amish made like, I shouldn't say Amish made, but made with really good joints, really sturdy, not like a IKEA table. Nothing against IKEA. I'm just, if you know what I mean. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So yeah, that's a 2 foot by 4 foot. I love it. I remember I went with her to All Fish, All Pets out by Lancaster. When she picked this one up, she had 2, and she was giving me both, and one of them smashed when he picked it up. I'm like, oh my god. But that's a great footprint. That, especially for axolotls that do a lot of move-in at times, but usually just hang. I do like that footprint. But my fish room is getting smaller and smaller, so I'm going to have to do some updates. I'm going to have to... And I got rid of a lot of small tanks. I got rid of all my 20 longs. I'm not got rid of, I have them. I'm getting ready to, anybody who wants them just for like a donation, I'll put them out front and they can come by and get them. But I got rid of all those tanks. There were some 15 gallons in there, 20 gallons, fancy tanks, you know, the rimless tank, but they're not all together. It's just like so many. 40-gallon breeders. And still, if I want to continue with this journey, I'll get rid of my wall of 40 breeders, which I love the top rack of the wall. The bottom rack is too hard to clean. Like I have my black moor in one of them, and my copper axolotl in one, but it's too hard. Oh, look at that dojo loach going cray-cray. So... But I can't remove those and take the water out because then it's the chintzy racks under $100. They'd be top heavy. But so I have to do something different. And I just don't know. I don't know. But that answered your question and more. Don't go saying that. Tennessee is all full up. We'll make room for Susie. Thank you. All you Yankees should look in Kentucky or North Carolina. I hear Georgia is nice, but yeah, Tennessee is a no. And I was looking to South Carolina and North Carolina. I see them, I think. I'm glad you did. Whip, exactly. We are almost to the breaking point, really, because everybody wants to go to Tennessee. But I'm glad you'll squeeze me in. Madonna? Who's Madonna? You can't leave until you find a replacement in the Bucks County Aquarium Society chair. It's the law. Huh. Yeah, that's a tough one, because you know what? You know the hardest part for me in that whole, and I love learning about new members, talking to new people, getting their dues coming in, making sure the list is up to date. That's all well and good. The hardest part for me is the emails. Oh my God, that's like, I think Carol loves it, but it's so hard for me. The Appalachia. Yes, I was looking at the Appalachia up by, starting at Front Royale, and I'm working my way down. No, yeah, in the Blue Ridge Mountains where the Skyline Drive is, you know, where the Waltons took place. Because you know I want to live in the frickin' Walton house. If I lived in the Walton house, there'd be plenty of room for my daughter and Zoe to come. Any daughter, like Colleen, if she wants to come, like, come on down. I think that'd be great. Big Steve's Glass Boxes. Hello, hello, hello. Kinda near Rack Cross. Oh, is he up that way? Come to South Carolina. Petzotic says, all you need is a state ID to buy a firearm. I had the Utah license, which means I could have carried in 32 states, but I let that expire. Table of solid wood, like that will cost you, right, unless I can find one at like the Salvation Army or the thrift store or somebody around here. There are people that throw away really good furniture and they don't realize it. Like when you see one of those slab and tab, like slot and tab desks out there getting thrown away, you get it. Like, or the one made with press board, good riddance. But every once in a while, you'll see a well-built cabinet or a well-built table, and I'm like, I can't believe somebody would throw that away. Yes, I'm a garbage picker. We sold all our tanks to get ready for the move. I miss them so much. I can't wait to build back. So, Keeper Kane, I think that might be what John Bagga wants me to do. But being retired and kind of living, not off the grid, but living affordably, I don't see me being able to build back again. That's why I keep thinking I want to take the, I'm very blessed with this 120 and the 180 that were given to me. I got a 120 upstairs that started this whole journey, YouTube journey. Like, those I want to keep, because I don't think I'll be able to get the big tanks for free. And if you have movers, like I don't need movers like packing up my stuff. I don't need movers filling up the truck, but I will rent 2 guys, because you can rent men, to come get the tanks on the truck at the end. And they would be the first off. Good evening, Q. Crystal, my girl, how are you? Carolinas are too hot. You think so? I'm okay with it. I want something where in the barn, it's going to be like a zoo. I'm not getting more animals, but in the barn, they'll have that back door that takes them to an outside enclosure that's fully safe. And then they can come into the barn and close it and it's warm. But if it's not hot, like, it's only going to be good for some of the year. But that's what I'm thinking. And on the other side of the barn would be my fish tanks. All my fish tanks and reptiles all in the barn. That's why the barn is required and insulated. Some barns are that, you know, you can see through them. That's not what I'm looking for. I don't even care about the house. As long as it's indoor plumbing, I don't care if it looks like it was right out of the 60s. That's not what's important to me. It's the garage, the barn, and at least a half an acre, if not more. I bought 3 Amish-made swivel counter height chairs. Oh, solid oak. Sticker shock, I bet. I bet. That's what my shed was made by Amish. Yeah, because they do good work, man. Makes you want to be able to be a carpenter. It's not Florida too hot and humid. Florida has too many rules coming down the pike that it's getting kind of weird for like my blue-tongued skink. All the exotics are not doing what you can't have. They're only listing things you can. So like they're like I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to go there. Lefty! Oh my gosh, has graced us with his presence. Hello, my friend. Are you getting ready to go back to school, or did you already? It's busy season again, and you didn't even calm down from your last season. My daughter lives in Columbia for grad school. Petzotics. Bloody hot and humid. Florida is awful too. Yeah, I don't mind hot and humid. John Baggett does. But he's a heating and air guy. You know, when we move, he is taking central air with him. Doesn't matter. So that's why I don't say it's got to be central air. He's going to put it in before he steps 1 foot into the place anyway. Anyway, there was one. I saw that the house was run off of propane. I never saw that before. I got natural gas and oil, but this was a propane. I was like, what? Oh my gosh, Funkalicious is in the house. I'm dreaming, Funk. I'm dreaming of moving where I have a half an acre, a barn, a couple more bedrooms so my girls can move back in with me. Like, you see, I'm dreaming. I'm fantasizing about that. Moving across town would be hard enough. Moving across the country is too much work. I don't have enough people to help exactly with a move like that, and leaving it to the movers. Oh yeah, broken tanks. The only thing I cared about was my grandfather clock, and they broke that. And one time I had to move 4 houses up the road. So, I get the stove on a dolly, and my girls are helping me push it up the road. I get a call from my landlord when I get to the house up there, and he says, "You do know that the stove is mine." We put it back on the dolly, took it back. I had no idea. I moved tanks 500 miles north Maine World. It was not fun. See, yeah. Wait, you moved? Did you move to Maine? Lefty, did you move to Maine? I am so out of it. Tell me if you moved to Maine. What? Or maybe you just helped move. Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun. But it's not fun anyway. If you start a new life in a place and decide to get tanks, large tanks, you need people to help you set them up too. Did you see that Adam of Pet Safari bred the blue-tongued skinks? Oh my gosh, live births! Showed the young on his shop Facebook page. No, I must not have him on my Facebook, and I'm not big on Facebook, but I gotta check him out because, oh my gosh, I hope, are they northern? Did you notice if they were northern blue-tongued skinks? They give live births. I would love to breed mine. So far I got 3 females. Not gonna happen that way. Our staff meeting is Friday. Kids are back next week, Wednesday. I was promoted to administrative role plus teaching. Our principal left. Our music teacher left. Our office staff is gone. Oh my, lots of unknowns. That sounds like you better be careful. They're going to start piling stuff on you. Little tanks though, Lefty, I only have 11, but 9 of them are 90 or bigger. Right, that's me. Funk, funk, funk. Everybody's saying funk. I moved to Maine 14 years ago. Oh, okay. Then came back to Connecticut 12 years ago. Hello to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm doing right now, Aquafunk? And are you a mod? I think you are a mod. Anybody who is a mod, if you can get the channel of No Salt BP. She's a huge supporter of us fish keepers like you wouldn't believe. And go to her playlist that says all content. It's going to run for days. Just click play. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to stand there. You can walk away and just run through. She's starting back up again, and we're trying to get her some more hours. Because, you know, they cut off your hours after, I think it's a year. Florida and South Carolina, not same levels of humidity. Florida's way worse. I know humidity. I was raised in Chicago for 45 years, and California is nothing compared to Florida and Illinois. Really? I've been to Florida as well. Chicago or Illinois is not a state that I want to go to. They already are. I've been working since the second week of July to hire new staff members. I've also been the point person for our staff and central office. Good. That sounds fun. Alishan says, no idea. He breeds leopard geckos, veil camines. I have to take a ride up there, man. I have to take a ride up there. Funkity funk funk funk. Look at that. Who? No Salt BP is all one word. No Salt BP. She comes on here. She's a moderator. She has helped me so much, and she's helped so much of the fish fam. And she's looking to get back into it. She does a lot of cooking with No Salt. She's a nurse, so she helps out. She's done a couple of, not podcast like things with fellow workers. It's really, really good. I moved to Florida and a friend stole my fish. A member! That's when I came into the fish keeping world, the fish fam. And I was like, yikes. Yikes. I was like, I remember that. No Salt BP. There you go. Now, she's got a playlist that has all her content on it. It would help her tremendously. She is a sweetheart of a lady. An absolute sweetheart. What are you saying at Larry D? Oh, Larry D's saying hey to people. I really like that, Larry. That's nice. Oh, this is good. This coffee's good. I don't want that level of responsibility, though. I just want to teach my silly little science lessons, not do the HR stuff. Oh my God, I did HR for 30 years, sir. I love the HR stuff. I'd be willing to go to Connecticut. Let me think, Connecticut. So what I like the best about Connecticut, besides that my family's there, my cousins are there. I came from Connecticut to Pennsylvania when I was 4 years old. But I like that their highways on a motorcycle are amazingly fun. They curve up, down. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. What I don't like about Connecticut is the snow and the ice storms. Much worse than Pennsylvania. It's like Boston. Larry D's, I'm subscribed to her. Good. Chris Howell. Hello, hello. She does a lot of work with the homeless and vets and on Skid Row in LA. She's such a sweetheart, let me tell you. And so I have my one computer upstairs has been playing for days. And then that's as Miniacs, the channel that I make all my soaps and stuff on. And then when that's done, I'll go on to my channel that I do in my house plants, Plantique. And I'll do it again. And I'll do Q Aquatics. And then I'll do my roller skating, Suzy Q. I'll do that one. I'm going to go on all four. I have 4 YouTube channels. What's wrong with me? I don't actually actively make content on many of them. Just this one and Miniacs, where I do my miniatures and my fish. Doo, 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 doo. And fish. Look at that. I just think that's the cutest thing ever. Thanks, Funk. I was almost there. I found her anyway. Good for you. Lefty says, see, I am fixing to go from Connecticut to New Hampshire. Too many taxes. Yes, Connecticut is very high in tax for such a little state. You must feel a little out of place there in Connecticut, being a conservative there, sir. Larry says, Suzy Q, whoop. YouTube took almost all my watch hours away and not sharing my videos. How rude. How rude. Why did they do that? Do you have a playlist with all your videos? We can watch Larry D's too. That would be fun. If you don't have one, Larry, make sure you put together a list. Because if you're trying to get watch hours built back up, because I know they do it like a rolling year. So just because last year this is this much, and this year might be a lot less because I don't really do videos anymore. I'm starting back, and I'm starting back with my beginner's guide, but I'm not going to start posting them till I have more than half the series done, posted, and scheduled to come out, so that I'm not always trying to catch up. You know, I have that's what I'm thinking I'd be very good at, because I have friends come to me all the time, like, I'm thinking about setting up a tank. What do I need to do? Like that kind of basic. Yeah, it's stupid, Alishan. Yearly taxes on our cars that we already paid sales tax on. That's kind of like me paying taxes on my Social Security that I already paid taxes on my whole life. Don't understand that. I think somebody's stuffing their pockets with my money. Got some, I think. Lefty says, I do. But, very GOP-centered town. Oh, that's nice. Never actually lived in the very lib part area of Connecticut. Always smaller rural towns. Yeah. Barbara Jackson's in the house saying, hey to Whip. Hello, Barbara. I need about 1,400 more watch hours, too. But I'll get there eventually. You especially, well, if you have a playlist. Sir, I got 3 channels, and I can set them up and play them. There's no skin off my nose. Are you trying to get enough hours for monetization? For some reason, I thought you were already monetized. I don't know why. Isn't it funny how Social Security taxation works? Yeah, funny, haha. Or funny, they're criminals. Which one? Oh, it's funny because I have been binge watching. I'm going to say it. And I don't care what anyone says. The Waltons. I have been binge watching this show. All 9 seasons. And it's funny because they're going through the era. And it wasn't that long ago. It takes place in 1930, 1940, like in that time. And they're going through where the president is instilling this tax for Social Security for older people, and all the controversy that's going on with that. It goes through the World War II. It's just, I just love it. I love it. But it's funny how they were talking about that, and all the mountain people are like, I don't want the government in my business. Yeah, well, guess what? They got in our business anyway. Isn't it funny? Not funny. I had several playlists. Okay, do you have a playlist that has all your stuff on it? Because that's what I will watch. I will watch it. Funny middle finger, sit on it and spin funny. That kind of funny. That's funny. At least Pennsylvania does not tax Social Security or other retirement income. No, but if you make income on Social Security, they take away part of your Social Security. For every $2 I make, they're going to take back $1 of my Social Security. That's what they told me. I'm like, what? I don't have enough Social Security to make ends meet. I have to make money. I have to have side gigs. And nobody is going to hire nobody is hiring a 65-year-old. I'm telling you. And they say there's no age discrimination. Whatever. I have been applying with my resumes, and trust me, I did resumes. I was on the other end for 20, 30 years. And I get rejection letters every week. I get at least 6 to 7 rejection letters every week. Thank goodness I already have self-esteem, and that my self-esteem isn't based on their opinion. Oh my God, I was just watching the Waltons the other day. Lefty, I was in love. I've watched every single solitary episode. Every episode, all of it. That's the house I want to live in. That's how I want to live. They already have electricity, and they have running water, and they have, what do you call it, hardwired phones, not related to digital. That's how I want to live. And it's on the Blue Ridge Mountains. I can dream, right? I can dream. Hey, Susie, teach me how to grow Val, because mine just sits there. Are you kidding me? Give it a haircut. Give it a haircut. That is what I do. I come in here, right about to here, take my scissors. No, I don't hit my endlers. Just so it's barely touching the top of the surface, and let it go. So not only does now it shoots out more, it's just full and grows. I don't do anything to my valves. They just grow, and grow. Not in this tank. They just grow. They grow. We'll add to the playlist. Good. Perfect. So now I'm going to watch No Soapy Peas, Larry D's, Whip's World. Was there anybody else that wanted to throw your playlist around? All my lives are on one playlist. That's a lot of hours at this point. Okay, that's good. Have you thought about, doing adjunct professor? They normally want someone with experience or degree. I have a bachelor's degree, but no, I never thought of that. Adjunct professor. What does that mean? What is adjunct? Like a honorary Tennessee Fish Mafia kind of thing? Hey Lefty, teach me how to get my Val to stay one size because mine keep withering and dying. What? What am I doing? I don't do anything to mine. It just happens. Maybe it just likes my water. My water, well, this is insane. All these tanks that are in there have like a 3-inch bed. 3.5 inch bed. And well, this is a very small tank anyway. This is only, so this tiny light here is more than enough. But if on my 75, now see, I only have a few Val and they're not great because I have a cheapo light on top and I don't think it gets down far enough. So I think that plays a part. But if you got a 40-gallon, it's going to grow up and over. It's like, well, in my water it does. I can grow moss like nobody's business, but Val just doesn't like mine. Isn't that funny? You don't need to stream my stuff. I get there probably, maybe. I know, but it's fun. It's fun to help each other. That's why I love this community. It means you are like a temporary employee for as long as the course is offered in demand. Oh, que interessante. Big Steve's glass boxes. Susie, I got a ghost mantis. Oh, this weekend from a reptile. Get out of here. Did you do a video? I want to see that. Ooh. My water is basically battery acid. Eesh. That's the feds. And it depends on how much you make and your age. Yeah, right. Right, I guess they thought I was going to work until I was 80 years old, but guess what? COVID came. I lost my job, and now when you're this age, it's very hard to find. Like, I can get a job at $20 an hour, but why would I, like, that doesn't even make sense. I still won't be able to pay my bills. Like, I need a career job or a lot of side gigs to supplement my Social Security. I think I have like 3 years to go before I can make money. Leash. What is a ghost mantis, Steve? Same whip, 5.0 to 6. Wow, that's amazing. Whip bugs look like aliens. Oh, they have bugs with personalities. How's that? Bugs with personalities. Oh, you do have a short. Okay. I assume you went to the Hamburg show in Morgantown. Phylocrania paradoxa. Got it. Isn't it cool? Very cool for you. Just not me. That is way cool. Did you go to Hamburg? See, I like the show at, what's one closer to me? Hamburg is like, it's such a drive that after the show, I'm too tired to drive home. It's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, Hamburg. But the other one that's not by King of Prussia, I can't think of the name of it. It's where most of the shows are. Alec in the house after 70. I think that Social Security taxation goes away. They need to increase max income level taxation to fund Social Security fund. Otherwise, it starts running out in 10 years. Congress raided funds for years. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. They're taking my money. And I know it's not just me. They're taking my money. Bob says, the Val doesn't live for me. Oh, my. Lefty says, it could be my light. I don't know. I got to test it. It could also be what fish are in there. Because I honestly think in this 75-gallon, the Val don't do well because there's fish in there that eat it. Now, it's not the lemon tetras. I got the hoplo catfish in here. The angelfish, if they pick, they pick. My pandagara. I love the pandagaras. Oh my god, I love the pandagaras. My king. Is it a king pleco? Tiger king pleco? It could be my light. I don't know. I got to test it with the 24-hour Haiger lights versus the PetSmarts. Oh, good one. My Haiger light. The only thing that went wrong with it was the wire, and I spliced it together. And it still works great. Susie, that show is now in the same location as the Clash. Really? I didn't know that. Morgantown, that's even closer. That's even closer. Tetras, and more tetras. What kind of tetras? Congo tetras? No. My Congo tetras, I have all the moss and ferns in there. They grow amazing. Nothing else grows in there. And I don't know if it's the substrate, the tetras, the Hamburg show. Oh, it's only in Morgantown? I can do that. Susie Q, playlist is finished. I am on it. I might not comment, but every time I walk by my computer, I'll give it a thumbs up, but I'll definitely run up the watch hours. Aquafunk, lurking and editing. It is so hard to do, Funk. That is so hard to do. I cannot edit and have anything on at the time because I get so distracted. I thought I could edit while listening to this or edit while doing that. Nope, not me. Life Lessons Crew. Hello, sir. How are you doing? How is the plant you bought at Fish Factory? Oh my God, it's doing great. I put it out front in its own little pond until I can figure out where to put it where the turtles can't get it. And it's blossoming. Now, today, I noticed all the leaves are turning upside down. I think we're getting a storm coming in. So, I'm going to wait and see what it does because it seems to be pretty darn sturdy. I didn't win anything. But at the Bucks County Aquarium Society, somebody else won a $25 gift certificate and gave it to me. And I already knew I had a $24.99 plant picked out if I won the $25. If I won the $100, like I knew which fish I was getting, like I knew what I was getting if I won. I didn't win, so I was like, oh well. Then I'm getting ready to go. We'll have some food, I make sure we're eating the picnic. We had a picnic at the Fish Factory. That was so great. And he said, here, I don't want it. I'm like, who doesn't want a $25 gift card? On it, man, on it. I ran outside and I dripped water all over the store because I didn't have a bag. And you're like, oh, he's running after me. Hold on, let me get your bag. Like, sorry, man, I was just excited. I need to start devoting time to my tanks again. I kind of let them go to crap because of the job last year. Right, and now it sounds like your job's even harder. Haven't trimmed anything and only been feeding once a week. I only feed once a week. Unless I got fry, I don't think that's abnormal, especially if you have a deep bed. I have deep beds. I got the microfauna and I got food web. I'm not worried about that. But if I have fry, I'll make sure I feed it more often. Are you streaming, Bob? Oh, who's this? Who's that? Johnny Bravo. Susie, I just received another order from Snake River Cichlid. The peacock cichlids have amazing color. Check them out when you can. I sure will. Hey, Melvin, buddy. Craig's Catfish Cave. Hello. Eric, what is that? Back it up. Who is what? What is what? What is this? Oh, Emmerich, this is just a live stream. It's just a chat. It's like hanging out, talking nerdy about fish and stuff. It's nothing important. But you're welcome. You don't even need to have fish tanks. Just chatting. That's what this is. But I am about done. 5 minutes, Susie. Ooh, 5 minutes. Ooh, I will, because we're going to head over to Tennessee Fish Mafia, where I am an honorary member. I'm very honored to be an honorary member. I don't live in Tennessee yet. Who knows? The app Zillow, I am perusing through Zillow with my filters on, and I even put it at like houses under 200,000. Under 200,000, half an acre, barn, 2-car garage. Yeah, I don't care about the house. Like whether it's 1 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 5 bedroom. I don't care. I don't care if it's falling down. I want the barn to be insulated and 2-car garage at least. And we're going to start like an O'Connor commune. Like we'll have a community garden and everything. My kids, like that's my dream. Like it's my dream. Make it happen, please. The link, please. Yes. Did somebody put the link in for Tennessee Fish Mafia? It's so much fun. There's a whole panel of people that we all get up and talk and chit chat. I can't type. I give up. Oh no. Who has the link for the Tennessee Fish Mafia? So we can get people over there. I think Bob's already gone. Whip, do you have it? And at the back end. So this is going to keep going on for another minute and a half because I'm going to play my outro, but hopefully we'll get this link to you. Otherwise, it's at Kaler's Aquatics. I can't talk. I can't talk, I say.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here.
Uh-oh.
Stew, so come along.
Wow, that's no good.
Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me. It's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me. It's Susie Q. Hey.